Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. d5 establishes a presence in the center, controls the e4 square, and opens up the light-squared bishop. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the d5 pawn, and controls the e4 square. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center, defends the d5 pawn, and controls the e4 square. Your bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. They overlooked an opportunity to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. That was a fair trade. A clear recapture. You exchange pieces of equal value. They are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You permitted the opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. That capture of your pawn will cause you to lose material after all the trades are made. A clear recapture. They are threatening to win material through a fork. You overlooked an opportunity to develop a bishop off its starting square. This move prepares for their bishop to join the action. This offers a trade to your opponent. They missed a better way to develop a bishop off its starting square. You trade off equal material. A straightforward recapture. Their bishop comes into play, attacking the center. You permitted the opponent to win a rook by eventually trapping a piece. They missed a chance to tactically win a rook. You missed an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. You dodged the check, moving your king out of harm's way. Your opponent's passed pawn is a powerful asset as it advances. You step your king away from the checking pawn. They've pushed their passed pawn, turning it into a stronger threat. Connected rooks can be very useful. They found a way to win material. You overlooked a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook, moving their bishop to a better position. This move loses a bishop. Their queen is free to capture, but it's a clever sacrifice. You captured a queen that checked your king. This move still keeps their checkmate plan on track. You block the check from an opposing bishop. This move still keeps their checkmate plan on track. They took your bishop for free. You escape the check from the bishop. This move still keeps their checkmate plan on track. You step your king away from the checking rook. The forced checkmate slipped away and the game goes on. You stop the check by capturing the threatening rook. A clear recapture. You had a better option, but this is not bad. They missed a chance to eventually win a rook. Well done, an excellent move. This move left their bishop hanging. That bishop was yours for the taking. They did not find the right idea. Good job, that's what I would have played too. That pin on your king locks your bishop in place, and they'll win it soon. Activating your king is critical in the endgame, and getting it off of the back rank is the first step. Capturing your hanging bishop. This is a fine move. They move the rook to safety. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. Precise move from your opponent. You're kicking their rook out of a useful square. This move puts their rook on a safer square. Nice move. Your piece now controls more squares, defending their hanging pawn. Yes, this is the way. They move the rook to safety. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. This move left their pawn hanging. You captured a free pawn. Decent move, but they had a better one. Very good choice. Their king is now leaving the back rank to become a key player in the endgame. You had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. That's playable. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. You get a chance to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Nice, you capture a vulnerable pawn, winning material after all trades are completed. A straightforward recapture. You recaptured the piece. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. You found a safer square for your rook. Decent move, but they had a better one. A good choice to move your threatened rook. That's playable. Nice, definitely the right move. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Well done, an excellent move. Decent move, but they had a better one. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. That's playable. You permitted the opponent to set up a blockade. Their king steps away from the check by your pawn. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This move gives you the opportunity to win their pawn. Passed pawns must be pushed. They made one of the top moves in this position. You escape the check from the rook. They've placed their rook behind your passed pawn to control its progress. This adds protection to your threatened pawn. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. This is the way to win material. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual checkmate. You captured back. You can pick up a free pawn. You want a pawn for free. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. Good job defending that pawn. They had a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. You're still on the road to checkmate. They played one of the best moves here. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. They are right on target. They played the strongest move available, getting closer to the forced checkmate. I like their choice. Your move gets closer to checkmate. They made one of the top moves in this position. You're still on the road to checkmate. They played one of the best moves here. You continue the checkmate attack. Precise move from your opponent. You continue the checkmate attack.